So I already failed the challenge that I decided to put on myself, which was to post something every week to get over my fear of being perceived online. And like, granted, I did. But then I just got really nervous and really embarrassed. So I deleted it. Although I will give myself some grace and say that I did leave the initial video up, because normally that would have been gone. But that's still there. I just can't think about it that hard. I think what I'm realizing is that I find myself to be a very boring person, and I think that adds to me not being able to post things online, because I don't know if it's just like my feed or like what, but a lot of people post like their hobbies or the things that they're into, and they like show their personality, but I feel like I don't have any of those things. Like, granted, there's things that I'm into, but I think they're incredibly boring. And it makes me really embarrassed to admit that, because I don't know why. Like, I know I shouldn't be embarrassed by the things that I enjoy, because people will consider them to be boring or loserish, but I don't know. I think I don't know. I think, God. To be fair, like, these things I don't even share with my friends. You know, like, my friends don't know that I'm, like, secretly study science, and that I am learning the piano, and that I am a freak for museums, and, you know, I feel like that's incredibly boring compared to, like, the other things that people talk about and that they post about. But I guess it's another problem is that I can't be comparing myself to other people. Again, a downside of like social media and whatever, but I don't know what it is. There's just like this fear. Like, I work with students, and one of their assignments was to record themselves speaking, just very simple sentences. And every single one of them was nervous to do it, even though, like, I told them, like, nobody's gonna see this besides the teacher. It's not gonna be posted anywhere, and they were still very nervous about it. And I can relate, and I think it kind of knocked some sense into me of like, this is just silly. Like, this whole thing is just silly. You're just recording yourself and submitting it. And I think that kind of helped me a little bit. But it also, this is just gonna sound so stupid, but it helped me feel a little bit less alone, you know, knowing that like these kids are also like afraid, even though I am an adult. So maybe not the same, but I think it kind of put it in a different perspective, because I was sitting there like, this is no big deal. Nobody's gonna see this. Nobody's gonna watch this besides one person and myself. You know, you're gonna do so many more embarrassing things in life. This is the least of your worries. And I think that kind of not only was a pep talk for them, but for myself. I think I'm putting too much pressure on myself to do this, which is not what I want, because I'm afraid it's gonna make me crawl back into that shell. But I don't know how to make it less stressful for myself. Like, I don't know what to do, honestly, because I'll sit there and I'm like, I gotta stick to it, but then I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm going to post or what I'm going to film myself doing, because again, I find myself incredibly boring. But I think I just have to remind myself that it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not counting really on people seeing this. It's, again, more so the motions of me posting myself and leaving it, and not freaking out and deleting it like a week later, because I'm just so embarrassed. I don't know. I think like, as much as I like to say I'll just post whatever, I think that's what scares me the most. It's because I don't know what to, even though I say just whatever. So I'm thinking I might just start doing small videos on various topics of my own interest and just forget about the fact that I think that I'm incredibly boring. I don't know. I hope it works. I hope it like adds some sort of routine to me that isn't my normal work routine, because I think that's another thing. I get incredibly lost into like my work routine that I just don't want to do anything else besides that work routine. Like, I get up in the morning, I go to work, I come home, and I don't want to do anything else. So hopefully this helps me in multiple aspects of my life. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit and think about it and really kind of narrow it down to what I actually want to be doing with this, besides the initial reason. Yep. That's it.